This is 2 million forints were collected, 1.2 million forints for use, for stage and for sound, and for other technicalities. So there's 800 left. But the cost of this demonstration is 2.5 million forints. So that's why we need exactly. Rules: be cheerful, get lots of money. Anything else?
How I remembered it. Energy and unity, like a revolutionary parade. But these images show me a protest I barely recognize. It is quiet, awkward, somehow out of place.
The time is always right to do what is right. We are doing exactly that. What? We are doing exactly that. But what is other doing? What should other be doing?
Opening speeches had turned the crowd into an audience. The protest was being consumed by its members. They were not there, but somewhere else, walking with friends nearby and following it, watching from outside. So where is the protest? This could be a crowd leaving a festival.
Minden politikus karrierjében vannak pillanatok, amikor megmutathatja, hogy nem csak politikus, hanem közszolga is. Amikor megmutathatja, hogy nem csak pártkatona, hanem...
For every second of the protest, there are perhaps 100 seconds of film. As it moved, a busy swarm of press ran between viewpoints and sometimes entered the crowd for interviews. The crowd, too, made films of the speeches, each other, and themselves, adding to the tree line of cameras that spread over bodies as their photosensitive canopy and light-dependent connection to the world. Everyone is press now. So I made films of them. I didn't have a choice. If anything happened, the technical forest that sprung up around it was too thick to film anything else. Night transforms. A Czech philosopher, Erezim Kohak, describes how, with this passing into night, vision breaks down to feeling. Alienating, individuating brightness gives way to soft, dark fusion. At the end of the protest, when light begins to fail, this audience no longer has anything to look at, so it can turn back into a crowd. And as they do, the vice of individuating and alienating vision relaxes. They start to feel like a crowd as well. Somewhere in this, energy begins to flow. I keep coming back to this image. Something about it seems to hold the answer to what I'm looking for. I can't stop looking at the camera lens, where people become lights and the crowd a constellation. A vision of the protest as energy alone, without the clarity and definition which, in the rest of my footage, impresses the idea that the moment is something to watch, not something lived and felt. Here we have a half image that, instead of overwhelming the lived memory with clinical or distant vision, leaves room in its indeterminacy. This reflection on a policeman's camera lens looks like I felt.